In the picturesque village of Eldoria, there lived a beautiful girl named Elora. She had golden hair that shimmered in the sunlight and eyes as blue as the clearest ocean. Her laughter was like a melody that brought joy to everyone who heard it. Elora was known for her kindness and her ability to see the beauty in everything around her. Elara's life was simple but fulfilling. She spent her days tending to the flowers in her garden, painting the landscapes that surrounded her home, and helping her neighbors with their daily chores. Despite her beauty, she was humble and never sought attention. Her heart was pure, and she believed in the goodness of people. One sunny morning, as Elora was picking wildflowers in the meadow, she heard the sound of a horse approaching. She looked up to see a handsome young man riding towards her. His name was Adrian, and he was the son of the village blacksmith. With dark, wavy hair and deep green eyes, Adrian was the epitome of charm and strength. He was known for his bravery and his unwavering sense of justice. As Adrian dismounted his horse, he couldn't take his eyes off Elora. He had seen her many times before, but had never had the courage to speak to her. Today, however, was different. Gathering his courage, he walked up to her and introduced himself. "Hello, Elora. I'm Adrian. I've seen you around the village, and I thought I should finally introduce myself." Elora smiled warmly, her eyes twinkling with curiosity. "Hello, Adrian. It's nice to meet you. What brings you to the meadow today?" Adrian blushed slightly, his heart pounding in his chest. "I was just passing by and saw you here. I couldn't resist coming over to say hello." They spent the rest of the morning talking and getting to know each other. Adrian was captivated by Elora's gentle nature and her love for life. Elora, in turn, was drawn to Adrian's strength and his genuine kindness. They discovered they had much in common, from their love of nature to their desire to help others. As days turned into weeks, Elora and Adrian grew closer. They would meet in the meadow every morning, sharing stories and laughter. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day, and it wasn't long before they realized they had fallen in love. One evening, as the sun was setting, casting a golden glow over the village, Adrian took Elora's hand in his. "Elora," he said softly, "I have something to ask you." Elora's heart skipped a beat. "What is it, Adrian?" Adrian took a deep breath, his eyes never leaving hers. "Will you marry me?" Tears of joy filled Elora's eyes as she nodded. "Yes, Adrian, I will marry you." The village celebrated their engagement with great joy. Everyone could see how perfect they were for each other, and there was much excitement for their future together. Elora and Adrian were married in a beautiful ceremony in the village square, surrounded by friends and family. Their love was like a beacon, shining brightly and inspiring everyone around them. They built a lovely cottage on the outskirts of the village, where they started their new life together. Elora continued to paint and tend to her garden, while Adrian worked as a blacksmith, crafting beautiful and sturdy tools for the villagers. They were a perfect team, supporting and loving each other through every challenge and triumph. Their love only grew stronger with time, and they became known as the most beautiful and loving couple in Eldoria. Their home was always filled with laughter, warmth, and the scent of fresh flowers. They welcomed everyone with open arms, offering help and kindness to anyone in need. One day, while Elora was painting a stunning sunset, Adrian came home with exciting news. "Elora, I've been offered a chance to participate in a blacksmithing competition in the city. It's a great opportunity, but it means I'll have to be away for a few weeks." Elora's heart ached at the thought of being apart from Adrian, but she knew how important this opportunity was for him. "You should go, Adrian. I'll miss you terribly, but I know this is important for you. I'll be here, waiting for your return." Adrian kissed her forehead, his eyes filled with love and gratitude. "Thank you, Elora. I promise I'll come back as soon as I can." As Adrian prepared to leave, Elora busied herself with her painting and her garden, trying to keep herself occupied. The days felt longer without him, and she missed his presence more than she could express. But she knew in her heart that their love was strong enough to withstand the distance. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Adrian returned home, triumphant and with a Medal of Honor. Elora ran into his arms, tears of joy streaming down her face. "Welcome home, my love. I've missed you so much." Adrian held her close, whispering words of love and reassurance. "I'm back, Elora, and I brought something special for you." He reached into his bag and pulled out a beautiful necklace, carved with intricate details and embedded with a sparkling gemstone. "I made this for you, to show you how much I love you." Elora gasped, her eyes shining with tears. "It's beautiful, Adrian. Thank you." Their reunion was filled with love and happiness, and they celebrated Adrian's success with a grand feast in their cottage. Their friends and family gathered, and the air was filled with laughter and joy. Elora and Adrian danced under the stars, their hearts beating in perfect harmony. As the years passed, their love only grew stronger. They faced many challenges together, but their bond was unbreakable. They supported each other through every obstacle, always finding strength in their love. Elora continued to paint, creating masterpieces that captured the beauty of their life together. Adrian's blacksmithing skills became renowned, and he was known as the best blacksmith in the region. They grew old together, their love as vibrant as ever. They would often sit on their porch, holding hands and watching the sunset, grateful for the life they had built together. Their story became a legend in Eldoria, a tale of true love and devotion that inspired generations to come. And so, Elora and Adrian lived happily ever after, their love a beacon of hope and beauty in the world. They proved that true love could overcome any obstacle, and that a beautiful heart was the most precious treasure of all. Years passed, and Elora and Adrian's love continued to flourish. They welcomed their first child, a beautiful baby girl named Lyra, whose name meant light in the ancient tongue. Lyra was the joy of their lives, bringing even more happiness and fulfillment to their already blissful existence. Lyra grew up surrounded by love and laughter, learning from her parents the values of kindness, courage, and generosity. She inherited her mother's beauty and artistic talent, often spending hours painting beside Elora in the garden. From her father, she inherited a sense of adventure and a passion for justice, traits that made her beloved by everyone in the village. One day, when Lyra was 10 years old, a dark cloud loomed over Eldoria. A series of mysterious thefts plagued the village, causing fear and suspicion to spread among the villagers. Valuable items and heirlooms disappeared without a trace, and no one knew who the culprit was. The peaceful harmony of Eldoria was disrupted, and the villagers looked to Adrian for help. Adrian, known for his bravery and integrity, took it upon himself to solve the mystery and restore peace to the village. He spent days and nights investigating, trying to uncover any clues that would lead him to the thief. Elora supported him every step of the way, offering words of encouragement and comfort during the difficult times. Despite their efforts, the thefts continued, and the tension in the village grew. One evening, as the family sat together, discussing the latest theft, Lyra spoke up. "Father, I've been thinking, what if the thief is someone we wouldn't suspect? Someone who knows the village well?" Adrian looked at his daughter, Impressed by her insight, "You may be right, Lyra. We need to think outside the box and consider all possibilities." The next day, Adrian decided to set a trap to catch the thief. He placed a valuable necklace, one of Ilara's most treasured possessions, in a visible spot in their garden, hoping to lure the culprit. He and Lyra hid nearby, waiting in the shadows. As night fell, a hooded figure appeared, creeping towards the necklace. Adrian and Lyra watched in silence, their hearts pounding. Just as the figure reached for the necklace, Adrian sprang into action. Capturing the thief in one swift move, Lyra ran to her father's side, helping him restrain the culprit. To their shock, the hooded figure turned out to be a young boy from the village, named Jackson. Jackson was an orphan who had recently lost his parents in a tragic accident. Desperate and alone, he had resorted to stealing to survive. Elara, who had been watching from the house, rushed out to join them. She saw the fear and sadness in Jackson's eyes and felt a pang of compassion. "Adrian, we need to help him," she said softly. Adrian nodded, understanding his wife's kind heart. "Jackson, why didn't you come to us for help?" Tears streamed down Jackson's face as he explained his plight. "I didn't want to be a burden. I thought stealing was the only way." Elara knelt beside him, gently wiping away his tears. "You are not a burden, Jackson. You are a part of this village, and we are here to help you. You don't have to steal to survive. We will make sure you have what you need." Moved by Ilara's compassion, the villagers rallied together to support Jackson. They provided him with food, clothing, and a place to stay. Adrian offered him an apprenticeship at his blacksmith workshop, teaching him valuable skills and giving him a sense of purpose. With the thefts resolved, peace was restored to Eldoria. The villagers were grateful for Adrian's bravery and Ilara's kindness, and their bond with the community grew even stronger. Lyra continued to grow into a remarkable young woman, admired for her intelligence and empathy. As the years passed, Eldoria faced other challenges, including a severe drought that threatened their crops and livelihoods. Once again, Elara and Adrian stepped up to help their community. Elara organized a relief effort, distributing food and water to those in need, while Adrian led a project to dig new wells and improve irrigation systems. Their efforts paid off, and the village survived the drought, emerging stronger and more united than ever. Elara and Adrian's love and dedication to each other and their community were an inspiration to all. They had shown that even in the face of adversity, love and kindness could prevail. One day, as Elara and Adrian were walking through the village, they came across a traveling merchant selling exotic goods. Among the items, Elara spotted a beautiful, intricately designed mirror. She was drawn to it, sensing that it was something special. Adrian saw the look in her eyes and smiled. "Would you like to have it, my love?" Elara nodded, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "Yes, Adrian, I have a feeling this mirror has a story to tell." They bought the mirror and brought it home, placing it in their living room. That night, as Elara was admiring her reflection, she noticed something unusual. The mirror seemed to shimmer and glow, and suddenly she found herself transported to a different place. She stood in a lush, magical forest, surrounded by towering trees and vibrant flowers. In the distance, she saw a majestic castle, its spires reaching towards the sky. Elara felt a sense of wonder and curiosity, eager to explore this enchanted world. As she walked through the forest, she encountered various magical creatures, including talking animals and fairies. They welcomed her warmly, recognizing her pure heart and kind spirit. They guided her to the castle, where she met the ruler of this magical realm, Queen Amra. Queen Amra was a wise and benevolent leader, with a radiant beauty that matched Ilara's. She explained that the mirror was a portal between their worlds, allowing those with pure hearts to visit and learn from each other. Ilara was honored to be chosen, and spent several days in the magical realm, learning about their customs and gaining valuable wisdom. When she returned to Eldoria, Ilara shared her experiences with Adrian and Lyra. They were fascinated by her stories and eager to learn more. The mirror became a cherished possession, a symbol of the endless possibilities that awaited those with open hearts and minds. Ilara's adventures in the magical realm deepened her understanding of the world and strengthened her bond with Adrian and Lyra. Together, they continued to make Eldoria a better place, always guided by love, kindness, and the belief in the extraordinary. As the years went by, Ilara and Adrian's love continued to be a guiding light for their family and their village. Lyra grew into a strong, compassionate young woman, embodying the best qualities of both her parents. She decided to pursue a career in medicine, dedicating herself to healing and helping others. Leora's decision brought great pride to Ilara and Adrian. They supported her every step of the way, providing her with the education and resources she needed to achieve her dreams. Leora's journey took her to distant lands, where she learned from the best healers and gained invaluable experience. During her travels, Lyra met a young man named Kale. Kale was a brilliant and dedicated healer, known for his innovative techniques and compassionate approach to medicine. He was captivated by Leora's intelligence and kindness, and they quickly formed a deep bond. Lyra and Kale's love story blossomed as they worked together to help those in need. They traveled to remote villages, providing medical care and training local healers. Their shared passion for healing and their love for each other made them an unstoppable team. After several years of traveling, Lyra and Kale decided to return to Eldoria. They wanted to establish a medical center in their home village, a place where they could continue their work and train the next generation of healers. Ilara and Adrian were overjoyed by their decision and offered their full support. The medical center quickly became a beacon of hope in Eldoria, attracting people from all over the region. Lyra and Keel's expertise and dedication saved countless lives and improved the overall health of the community. Their work was a testament to the legacy of love and service that Ilara and Adrian had instilled in their family. As Ilara and Adrian grew older, they cherished the moments they spent with their family. They watched with pride as Lyra and Kale continued their work, knowing that their love and values would live on through them. Their home remained a place of warmth and love, where friends and family gathered to celebrate life and support each other. One summer evening, as the family sat together in their garden, Ilara and Adrian shared stories of their past adventures and the lessons they had learned. Lyra and Kale listened intently, soaking in the wisdom and love that radiated from Ilara and Adrian. Ilara looked around at her family, her heart full of gratitude and joy. We have been blessed with a beautiful life, filled with love and adventure. Our journey has taught us that the greatest treasures are the ones we hold in our hearts. Adrian nodded, his eyes filled with love for his wife. And the most important lesson is that love is the foundation of everything. It is what gives us strength, courage, and the ability to overcome any obstacle. Lyra and Kale exchanged a loving glance, understanding the depth of their words. They knew that the legacy of love and kindness that Ilara and Adrian had built would continue to inspire and guide them for the rest of their lives. As time passed, Ilara and Adrian's family continued to grow. Lyra and Kale welcomed their own children, twins named Elian and Ilara, who were named in honor of their grandparents. The twins brought even more joy and laughter to the family, and they grew up surrounded by love and wisdom. Ilora and Adrian cherished their roles as grandparents, sharing their stories and experiences with Elian and Ilora. They taught them about the importance of love, kindness, and the beauty of the world around them. The twins were fascinated by the tales of the magical realm and the adventures their grandparents had experienced. One day, while Elian and Ilora were playing in the garden, they discovered the enchanted mirror that had brought their grandmother to the magical realm. Intrigued by its shimmering surface, they asked their grandmother about it. Ilora smiled, her eyes twinkling with memories. This mirror is a portal to a magical world, a place where anything is possible. It has brought me great wisdom and joy, and I believe it will do the same for you. With their grandmother's guidance, Elian and Ilora ventured into the magical realm, eager to explore and learn. They were welcomed with open arms by Queen Amra and the magical creatures, who recognized the twins' pure hearts and kind spirits. During their time in the magical realm, Elian and Ilora discovered their own unique abilities. Elian had a gift for healing, much like his mother, while Ilora possessed a talent for communicating with animals and understanding their needs. Their adventures in the magical realm deepened their bond and taught them valuable lessons about themselves and the world around them. When they returned to Eldoria, Elian and Ilora shared their experiences with their family. They were inspired to use their newfound abilities to help others and continue the legacy of love and service that their grandparents had built. As Ilora and Adrian grew older, they found comfort in knowing that their family's future was bright and filled with love. They spent their days surrounded by their children and grandchildren, cherishing each moment and creating new memories. One evening, as the sun set over Eldoria, casting a golden glow over the village, Ilora and Adrian sat together on their porch, holding hands. They watched as their family played and laughed in the garden, their hearts full of contentment. Ilora turned to Adrian, her eyes filled with love. "We've had a beautiful life, my love. I'm grateful for every moment we've shared." Adrian smiled, squeezing her hand gently. "And I am grateful for you, Ilora. You have been my greatest joy and my strongest support. Our love is eternal, and it will continue to shine through our family for generations to come." As the stars began to twinkle in the night sky, Ilora and Adrian closed their eyes, feeling a deep sense of peace and fulfillment. They knew that their love had created a legacy that would live on forever, a testament to the power of kindness, courage, and unwavering devotion. And so, Ilora and Adrian's story became a cherished legend in Eldoria, a tale of true love that inspired all who heard it. Their love was a beacon of hope and beauty, a reminder that the greatest treasures in life are found in the hearts of those we love. The moral of the story is that love, kindness, and compassion are the most valuable treasures in life. These virtues have the power to overcome challenges, unite communities, and create a lasting legacy. By nurturing these qualities within ourselves and sharing them with others, we can build a life filled with joy, strength, and fulfillment, leaving a positive impact on the world and future generations.